Good morning, traders. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? Sure, your week has been great. I welcome you to today's live stream. If you can hear me loud and clear, please drop a comment if you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me loud and clear, please drop a comment. Drop a comment if you can hear me loud and clear. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I believe you can hear me loud and clear. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section. If there's any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. C Trader, good morning. Joro Boy, good morning. If you have any pair you want me to analyze, let me know in the comment section. Good morning. Good morning. How has been your week? I hope it's been great. Let me know the pairs you're considering trading today. What pairs are you looking at? What pairs are you looking at? What's your plan for the day? As a trader, it's very important that you have a plan for the day. You should have done your analysis last night after the close of the daily candle. You should have done your analysis and know what you would be doing in the markets today. Okay. Any question, any pair you want me to analyze, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. So we'll start by looking at the calendar for the day. Okay, let's look at the calendar for the day. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? If you can hear me and see my screen, please let me know, please. If you can hear me and also see my screen, let me know, let me know. Can you all see my screen? Please confirm you can see my screen. Confirm you can see my screen. Please confirm you can see my screen. Please bear with me. The network seems to be poor. So I want to believe you can see my screen. So let's start by looking at the fundamentals for the day. Today is 2nd of July, 2025. I wish you guys a happy new month. Pray that this week will be a profitable month for every one of us. Okay, so let's start by looking at the fundamentals. So today I think we were just expecting a major news from the United States. ADP non-farm employment change will be released by 1:15 p.m. So if you're considering trading the US dollar pairs, you might want to wait for this news to be released, this data to be released before you trade down for USD pairs. Okay, so just one major news from the United States. So let's move on to the charts. So let's start by looking at DXY dollar index. Please bear with me. Mr. Joseph, good morning. Good morning. Okay, so please bear with me. The network seems to be very poor. Okay, so let's start with dollar index. Let's start with the daily time frame. Um, all right, so you can see yesterday the dollar index closed as a spinning top, sorry, spinning bottom. You can see yesterday candle closed as a spinning bottom, and as we all know, the spinning bottom indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. Okay, a spinning bottom indicates change in trend from bullish to from bearish to bullish, and we don't just jump in and start buying after the formation of a spinning bottom, especially when the body of the candle is bearish. We don't just jump in and start buying, right? You are expected to wait for the next candle to close bullish before you buy. So if today's candle closes bullish, you should expect if today's candle closes bullish. Today's candle closing bullish will be a strong confirmation to buy the dollar tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday, and NFP will be released tomorrow, and that's because there's bank holiday in US on Friday. So tomorrow NFP will be released tomorrow. Okay, so my bias for the dollar is bullish for today's market. My bias for the dollar is what? Bullish. My bias for the dollar is bullish. Please permit me to switch network. Let me switch network. Okay, so I think it's okay. So as you can see, so we had a spine up yesterday, which indicates change in trend, and based on that, my bias for the dollar is bullish for today's market. Now, after the formation of the spinning bottom yesterday, what we need to do is go down to lower time frame. Let's go down to 4 hour and see the pattern that formed on 4 hour. If we are able to identify a bullish reversal pattern on 4 hour, that would be a good that will be a confirmation to buy the dollar today. Okay, if yesterday candle, the last 4 hour candle is a bullish reversal pattern, that will be a good confirmation for buy. Okay, so let's see what we had on 4 hour yesterday. Okay, so you can see what we had on 4 hour yesterday. Can you see the pattern we had on 4 hour yesterday? Can you see the pattern? We had a doji candle here, right? We have what looks like a doji here indicating change in trend from bullish to bearish. So a resistance was created at this point, and you can see now that the market is trading above that resistance level. You can see now that the market is trading above that resistance level. which indicates that demand is higher than supply. Okay, fact that the market is currently trading above the demand, sorry, this supply level, this resistance zone, indicates that demand has exceeded supply. Why are my lines not showing? I guess this is due to network. Few minutes, please. Few minutes. So, my bias for the dollar is bullish. Okay, my bias for the dollar is bullish. It is bullish, and I think, like I shared with you on Monday, I said the dollar is likely going to come fill this fair value gap. Okay, so let me move on. Let me move on. I hope it will. Just hope you guys can hear me. So, so as you can see, yesterday we had this resistance. It created on the 4-hour time frame. And now the market is trading above that resistance level. Okay, which indicates change in trend from bearish to bullish. So I would expect to see the dollar index pull back to fill this fair value gap. We also had this fair value gap here, which will be the next round liquidity. Okay, let's see it come fill this fair value gap. Okay, it created here. So that's my expectation on the dollar index. My bias is bullish for the dollar index today. So let's look at currency pairs. Let's start with GBP USD. So if dollar is bullish, you're looking for sells on GBP USD, and as you can see, GBP USD has been bearish since the market opened. You can see it formed an angry man here. USD. Okay, this is 4-hour time frame. So if you go to 1-hour time frame, 15-minute time frame, there should be a shifting market structure on either 1-hour time frame or 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is a 15 minutes time frame. It's 15 minutes time frame. Let's see, I believe shifting market structure has occurred at this point on 15 minutes time frame. Okay, shifting market structure has occurred at this point, 15 minutes time frame. And after the shifting market structure, price pulled back to fill, I think it filled this fair value gap. Let's see, it pulled back to fill that fair value gap before crash. You can see it came back here, filled the fair value gap, and we had a doji pattern here, which indicates change in trend. So this would have been a good entry for GBP USD. Immediately this candlestick, this bearish candlestick closed below this zone. That would have been a sell. So if you had sold from this point, 3736, 3691, by now you would have made close to 40 pips. You would have made close to 40 pips on this trade, 40 pips on this trade. So if you have not taken any trade on GBP USD, you could hope that price will pull back into this zone for you to sell. Okay, if you have not taken a trade on GBP USD, if you are not selling GBP USD, then you should wait for price to do a little retracement before you take a sell. But the probability that it will retrace is very, very low. It is very low. So you can just go in with small lot size. Okay, go in with small lot size, and if price pulls back into your point of interest, okay, you can add more trades. Okay, so that would be my advice on GBP USD. So GBP USD is bearish for today's market. Okay, so let's look at other pairs on Euro USD. It's taking time for the chart to load. Let me see MT4. So let's see Euro USD. So Euro USD, as you can see, also Euro USD has been bearish. Let's start with the let's see what we have on a daily. Okay, so you can see yesterday candle is closed as a spinning. It closed as a spinning top, which indicates changing trend from bullish to bearish. You can see yesterday candle closed as a spinning top, which indicates changing trend from bullish to bearish. And as you can see, the market has been bearish. Euro USD has been bearish since the market opened. It has been bearish since the market opened. So if you had entered the trade, if you have a trade on GP on Euro USD, I hope you're selling. So you can see before it sold, you can see what we had on a 4-hour time frame. We had an hanging man. This is an hanging man. The next candle closed bearish. So this would have been the best entry for Euro USD. Okay, so if you had caught this move, good. Okay, I dropped it on the VIP group this morning that my bias for Euro USD, GU, and Australian dollar USD, SAD USD is bearish, and I've taken trades on EU, NU, and USD card. Okay, I've taken trades on EU, NU, and USD card. So my bias for Euro USD is bearish. I expect Euro USD to come fill this fair value gap it's created here. Okay, it's created a fair value gap here, and most likely, if it breaks out from this fair value gap, then we should expect it to come sweep the liquidity residing or fill this imbalance. This lows here is an area of liquidity that I feel they will definitely come and sweep. Okay, and if they are able to sweep the liquidity here, then there's a high probability they will come fill these imbalances. Okay, so that's what I see playing out on Euro USD. I'm really sorry, this network is really messing up. I'm not enjoying the session due to the poor network. I'm not enjoying the session due to the poor network. Let me switch for the last time. If this does not work, then I would have to end the session. Let me switch to another network. I need to refresh the network. Please, guys, let's reconnect in New York session. The network is really, 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 really poor, very poor. Let's reconnect. Let's connect in New York session by 1 p.m. Okay, the network is very poor. Let's connect by 1:15 p.m. I'll drop the link on the social platforms. Let's reconnect.